Okay, hello everybody. My name's Marie. Okay, I live in Georgia. I lived here all my life, but yeah, I get a mixed review on exactly what accent I have. So yeah, I'm gonna do the accent tag, and maybe you guys can pick it up. By the way, let me go and get it out of the way before you guys start asking. I am 5% Filipino and 95% European, thanks to Ancestry. Found that out. Anywho, here we go. Alright. The words and questions for the tag. Alright. With the first word, it really honestly depends on who I'm with, which side of the family. With my mom, it's always aunt or auntie. And with my dad's side of the family, it's more like aunt. Right? Roof, root, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, sure, data, ruin, crown, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, spitting image, avenue, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, hot, naturally, aluminum, okay, the aluminum, I'll say it's either aluminum or aluminium. It really depends on what's going to come out of my mouth, really. And envelope. Okay. The questions. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? Well, honestly, I've never done that. I'm more of the prankster, not someone who would go off and vandalize someone's yard. So, of course, here in America, it's called TPing. I don't do that, of course. What is the bug that when you touch it, it curls up into a ball? I don't play with those. I have no interest in playing with those. But they were called roly-polies. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? Well, this is another one. Where it really depends on what's going to come out of my mouth. I sometimes say fizzy drink, I'll say soda, and I'll say pop. So, don't ever say Coke, which is, for some reason, Coke is very popular here in the South. They like to say the word Coke. Okay, well, which Coke are you talking about? But before, no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm just not gonna go there. What do you call gym shoes? Sneakers, of course. What do you say to address a group of friends? Hi, what's up? Hi, how are you guys? How's my girls? How's my guys? Yeah. That basically guy friends, girl, my friends and everything. What's up with my besties? So, yeah. Wait. Sorry. What do you call the kind of spider or spider-like creature that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? That would be a daddy long leg. My dad absolutely loves those. I don't know. He loves those creatures. He gives them names, so it's interesting. What do you call your grandparents? This is another one it really depends. I don't use grandmother anymore. I used to use grandmother. I used to use grandma, but now I call them grandmom. Both of my grandmothers, I call them grandmom. And my grandfather, when he was still living, it was granddad or granddaddy or papa. So, okay. What do you call the wheel contraption in which you carry your groceries at the supermarket? That. I don't really have a word for it. It's just more like, get something we can carry our groceries in. I mean, I really don't have a word for it, but sometimes I'll use the word trolley. I really will. Sounds much more sophisticated. What do you call it when the rain falls while the sun is shining? I have no word for that either. But it looks very, very pretty. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. What is the thing you change the TV channel with? Depends on whose house I'm at. Sometimes I say remote control, sometimes I say clicker, sometimes I say flipper. So, well, the thing, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'll say one of those three. Yeah. But what's so interesting about, I guess you can say my family and our accent is that, there's just certain words that will come in a different accent than what we used to. Like, my dad, we called him thinking this too in the winter time. We're like, excuse me? Am I having an accent? He said, okay, of course here in the South is scarf. Alright, scarf. This is scarf. Scarf. I mean, where'd you get that, huh? But that's how he said anything with AR in it, it's off. Like you turn off the light. Of course, we're like cut off the light. With me personally, it's anytime I'm saying dog boarding, New York, can't do that. What's up? Sometimes I'll say that. It's just little words here and there. I hear the accent like slip out of my mouth. It will go from an American accent to whatever accent really people make of it. Some people say Australian, some people say Canadian. It's really, it really varies with people. My little sister, Christina, also can't really say things without a different accent slipping out of her mouth. Now you gotta understand, we've lived in Georgia all our life. Like, my dad was born and raised here, but he does not sound like a southerner. He sounds like a northerner. I hung out with my granddad quite a bit, and he was originally from Canada. So I guess that's where I get part of my accent from. But everybody out there, you guys are tagged. So I'd like to hear some accents. So that would be awesome. I love the Australian accent. Oh my gosh, I love the English accent. I love the Australian accent. Those are so cool. Oh my gosh. That would be totally just rad. Awesome. So, there you go. Thank you.